and poorly. He's 2 months behind in his sleeping.
What you mean?
Bears is supposed to curl up and snooze all winter. But in this crazy California, it's summer all winter.
Poor little mixed-up fella.
Here it is, January, and look outside. What do you see? The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the flowers is blooming. It's enough to make a body sick.
We sure don't have no seasons here.
Just two, wet and dry. You've either got mud or dust.
New calendar for you, Granny.
Is that all I got?
Yes, ma'am. All the rest of the mail's for me.
What is it, Granny?
The First National Bank of Bug Tussle. Fred James, president. That's Jesse's grandson.
Jesse James's grandson was president of a bank?
Yeah. It's a good thing Jesse never lived to see that. Ellie, look at this beautiful snow.
Sure is pretty. There ain't nothing prettier than them big white flakes a floating down.
I used to say that was Mother Goose shaking out her feather bed.
Remember how the windows used to get all icy?
That was Jack Frost painting his pictures. They's a great pair, Jack Frost and Mother Goose.
And remember how we used to scoop up a pan of snow and put vanilla and sugar in it and make ice cream?
Oh, Ellie Mae, you're making me so homesick, I can't stand it.
What's everybody doing inside on a beautiful day like this?
You call this beautiful?
Look out there. Sun is shining, the birds are singing, flowers are blooming.
Please, Jed, you're turning my stomach.
How'd you like to be back home with all that snow and ice?
How soon can we leave?
You mean you want to be back there?
We all do. We was just sitting here talking about how much we'd all like to go back home to the snow. Ain't that right, young'uns?
Yes, sir, Granny.
Ain't that right, Jethro?
Huh? What?
When are you gonna learn to pay attention? He's having a family talk.
What about?
About how much we'd all like to go back home to the snow.
Not me.
Who asked you?
Oh, you said...
Now, stop butting in when they ain't needed. He wants to go, Jed.
No, I don't, Uncle Jed. Look at all these business opportunities that come in the mail. I'm going to be rich in no time.
What is all this, boy?
Offers for jobs. I can sell blueing house to house. Or open a worm farm. There's a fortune to be made in red wigglers. And here's another. Grow mushrooms in your own basement. Here's an offer to be a Western distributor for an Eastern buggy whip company.
Jethro, get this clutter out of my kitchen. This table is for victuals.
Good. How soon do we eat?
I may never eat again. This California weather has took my appetite.
Well, it ain't took mine. I'm starving.
Jed.
But, Granny...
Go eat some smog.
You may have just solved one of the biggest problems out here, Granny. If he can trap that stuff on a plate, he might just get rid of it.
No mood for a joke, Jed. I'm homesick for snow so bad that I could jump in a hole and pull the hole in after.
What is all this sudden hankering you got for snow? You used to hate it.
Me?
Why, the first little frost you used to say it was so cold the wolves was eating the sheep just for the wool.
I never said that. This sun out here has fried your brain, just like it's ruined my beautiful hair.
The sun ruined it?
Bleached it gray. Why, back home it was as black as a raven's wing. Washed in snow water, kept it soft as milkweed.
Granny, you melted snow to wash your hair because that's the only way you could get water. The well was froze, the trough, the pond, the creek, everything. Why, you even melted snow to wash the clothes.
And they came out so purty.
Yeah, and froze so stiff you had to carry them in like cordwood.
That was wonderful. Didn't even have to starch them.
All right, I give up. If you say you love snow, you love snow. Nothing will do but what you gotta go back and get your toes frostbitten. Oh, Mr. Drydale? This is Judge Clampett.
Oh, yes, Mr. Clampett. What can I do for you?
Well, nothing for me, thank you, but Granny'd like to go back home to the hill. Well, seems she got this calendar from the First National Bank of Bug Tussle, and, hello? Hello? Mr. Drysdale? You still there?
Yes, I'm still here. Let me talk to Granny. Listen, Granny, you don't want to go home now. It's probably snowing back there. But just look out the window. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the flowers are blooming.
I can't stand it another day. I've got to have snow. Now you get me back home.
Listen to reason. For the last time, I'm telling you this crazy scheme will never work.
Will you swear to that?
This crazy scheme will never work.
No, I mean swear that this is the last time you'll tell me. Now, just remember, this tape recorder is a radio. And while Granny's listening to the special weather report, you turn the air conditioning system down as low as it'll go.
They'll freeze tonight.
What do you expect with 3 feet of snow?
Well, come in. Come in.
Thank you, Granny.
Did you bring my tickets to Bug Tussle?
Yes, Granny, but I hope you're packed. You'll have to leave within 15 minutes.
How come?
All travel has been canceled because of the big blizzard.
What blizzard?
You mean you haven't heard? Oh, of course not. I forgot. You don't have a shortwave radio. You see, news about emergencies is always broadcast on a special wavelength so the population doesn't panic. Now, just a few civic leaders have these. Mayors, councilmen, bank presidents.
Oh.
Miss Hathaway, will you turn the furnace control up as high as it can go? We don't want the Clampetts to freeze in their sleep tonight.
Freeze? In Beverly Hills?
Quickly, quickly.
Attention, all civic leaders. Repeating the special weather bulletin. A blizzard is moving into Beverly Hills. 3 feet of snow is predicted with drifts reaching as high as 6 to 8 feet.
We're gonna be snowbound.
The storm is expected to center around Crestview Drive.
That's our street.
If you live in that area, do not leave your homes. Hungry wolves have been seen coming down out of the hills.
That's a sure sign of a blizzard.
All set, Chief.
Good. Let's get out of here before the snow starts and the wolves pin us down.
Yeah, and hurry. Thank you for the warning, Mr. Civic Leader.
Oh, I probably saved your life.
What's the matter, Miss Jean?
Well, the cold weather always aggravates her rheumatism.
Oh, I'll fetch him a jug.
No thanks, Granny. We barely have time to make it to the rent-a-sled agency.
Excuse me, Chief. Mr. Chapman's calling from the movie studio. He wants to talk to you before you send those snow machines up to the Clampett mansion.
Okay.
Chief, before you take this last crazy step in this mad scheme of yours, will you stop and think what could happen if something goes wrong?
That's your problem.
Why mine?
Because if it goes wrong, I'll blame the whole thing on you. Hello, Larry. Yes, of course I want the best quality snow. This is Beverly Hills. 3 feet will cost how much? No, look, I want plastic, not platinum. All right, make it 3 inches. Yeah. Now, we'll keep them inside the house with wind machines and wolves. Yes, I want a wolf outside every door. No, Larry, not your nephew. I want the kind of wolf with big teeth, pointy ears, long hair. Larry, I don't care if he does still qualify. I want the kind of wolf that howls. Larry, 4-footed wolves. Now, you get up there after dark because the Clampetts go to bed early. All right, goodbye. Now, you did set the air conditioning up as cold as it'll go?
Yes, and I hate myself for doing it. They don't even know they've got air conditioning. They'll freeze tonight.
No, they won't. At the crucial moment, we will mush to their rescue.
Me? Mush?
Don't you want to share in the glory?
No.
You want me to fight the wind and snow alone?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do it. All you have to do is fight the wolves.
Wait for me, Pop.
Can't you sleep neither, Ellie?
No, sir. My room is like an ice block.
Mine, too. I wonder, can we turn the furnace up any hotter?
I don't think so. When I was putting my critters down in the cellar, them big old machines was just going full blast.
To give Granny credit, she sure called to turn on this weather.
Of course I did. I know this cold spell was coming. I seen all the signs.
Wish you'd said something sooner, Granny. Jethro and me could have laid in a little firewood.
Well, I'll go fetch some.
No, Ellie. A hungry wolf would get you.
Granny, there ain't no wolves in Beverly.
That ain't no whippoorwill.
My doggies, there's a wolf out there. Big rascal, too.
They always come down out of the hills when the cold wind blows.
There ain't no cold wind a-blowing.
What you call that?
That ain't no whippoorwill.
You know everything.
You sure hit this blizzard on the nose.
Well, that ain't where it's hitting me. Let's get to the kitchen.
Yeah, let's warm up some of that possum stew we had for supper.
Oh, I got lots of victuals, kid. I got ham and turkey and pork chops.
I'll go wake Jethro.
Oh, he's up, Ellie. Come through here about 15 or 20 minutes ago, headed for the kitchen. Uh-oh.
Maybe we can salvage something.
It's too late. He's already asleep in it all.
Buzzard boy has struck.
He didn't even leave no gristle. A locust would starve around that boy.
What's that on his mouth?
He's at the fingers out of his gloves.
And we's gonna be snowbound with him?
Guess we better sleep in a circle like partridges. That way nobody will have their back to him.
Here. Only thing he didn't get was a little old sausage.
Must have left it for seed.
I want to try something. I always knowed it. He eats in his sleep.
His stomach might doze off, but that's a 24-hour mouth. Ed Clampett speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Drysdale. Well, he ain't doing so good. Jethro's had all the victuals, and with him inside and the wolves outside, we is twixt a rock and a hard place. Well, that's mighty brave of you, but all right. I sure do thank you. Mr. Drysdale says he's fetching over some victuals and nothing can stop him.
Mush! On King! On Pierre! On White Fang!
Watch that, Muggle! You crack that whip one more time, and I am going to give you a neckful of White Fang.
Always one complainer in the pack. You're wearing 3 layers of fur.
That's another thing. It's 85 degrees out here.
Wait till we get inside. It should be down to 30 in there.
Now, don't forget our deal.
You have my word. You help me put this over, and you'll be rolling in dough.
Chief, there's a wolf.
Oh, relax. Stop.
But I see others out there.
They're all stopped.
What about the house?
Sound effect record. Okay, boys, start the wind machine. Now, you go inside and tell the Clampetts I'm fighting a rear guard action against the wolves. I'll make my entrance in a minute.
I brought you supplies, Granny.
Where's Mr. Drysdale?
He's out fighting off the wolf pack.
There's a bunch of them out there, all right. When that door opened, I could feel their hot breath.
Hey, woman, Miss Jean, where's Mr. Drysdale?
Fighting off the wolves.
I'll go help him. Have no fear. Milburn of the Mounties is here.
There you are, Granny. Everything you'll need to get you through the blizzard. There's canned meat, powdered milk, chocolate bars.
Milburn of the Mounties, you have saved our lives.
Well, don't forget my faithful Indian companion, White Fang.
I didn't know you was an Indian.
Yes, I am temporarily a member of the famous northern tribe that always helps the Mounties.
Yes, she's a schnook.
That's shit. No.
Can I put these in the fireplace?
Oh, yes, of course.
We's out of firewood, and I've never been so cold in my whole life.
Now, don't worry, Granny. By tomorrow morning, the blizzard will be over.
Good. These Beverly Hills winters is short, but days killers.
Just how do you plan to get rid of the plastic snow?
The studio has machines for that.
I hope they send a snowplow in the morning so we can get out of here.
Oh, no, Granny. Snowplows are for peasants. Here in Beverly Hills, they vacuum the snow.
Wouldn't you know it?
Now, you turn in and leave everything to us.
Yes, Mr. Clampetts already gone up to bed.
No, ma'am, Miss Jane. I just went up to get into my clothes so I could fetch in some firewood.
No, Jed. Have you forgotten about the hungry wolves out there?
Well, I figure if these two city folks got past them, I sure can.
Well, you see, we got through because wolves are frightened of Indians.
Indians?
Yeah, Jed. It turns out that Miss Jane is a schnook.
That's, Nook.
Well, anyway, I wouldn't risk going outside. Those wolves are vicious. They'll tear you to pieces. They'll... Oh, no.
Hi, everybody. Look here.
Ellie, don't bring that man-eating varmint in here. He's vicious. He'll tear us to pieces.
No, he won't, Granny. I've been watching him, and he ain't moved for better than an hour. Felt sorry for him, so I fetched him in.
Shall I warm up the getaway sled?
No wonder he ain't moved. It's so cold, the poor devil froze stiff in mid-howl.
You think he's froze?
Of course. Look at them glassy eyes.
You're right, Granny, but we sure can't let them thaw out in here. I'll get rid of them.
Mr. Drysdale, let me take a look at that critter. Hey, this wolf is stuffed.
With who? Who ain't here? Jethro! He done it, my baby!
Don't worry, Mr. Clampett. He didn't eat Jethro.
Mr. Drysdale, what's going on around here?
What do you mean?
Stuffed critters, snow that don't melt.
That's wolf dandruff. It's very contagious. I'll take him out and get rid of him.
Mr. Drysdale, you want to tell me?
Well, I might as well admit it. This whole visit's a phony. The snow is plastic, the wolf's stuffed, the wind comes from a machine. The whole thing was dreamed up to keep Granny from going back to the hills, and it's my fault.
Gee.
I never should have better talked me into it. Gee!
You mean, this whole thing was Miss Jane's idea?
100%. She dreamed up the whole idea.
Jane? That's about the nicest thing I ever heard tell of.
Huh?
Going to all that trouble just to make Granny happy. Thank you.
Now, wait a minute. It wasn't all her idea.
Oh, that's true, Mr. Clampett. It was his idea to turn the air conditioning down so it would be cold in the house.
The only part I didn't like.
Welcome to the tribe, Schnook.
That's Chinook.
The problem now is to keep Granny from finding out she's been fooled.
Well, one thing is sure, we can't let her go outside. It's 85 out there.
I think I got it. Mr. Drysdale, you lay down on a sofa.
What?
If there's anything to keep Granny in a house, it's somebody needing her doctrine.
Where you been, Jethro?
Huh?
I say, where you been?
I'll get me some snow. I'm gonna have me some snow ice cream.
Only it's so cold the wolves is freezing. Now you get to bed. You're burning up with a fever.
That ain't fever. It's hot outside.
The thaw has set in. I'd best quick get me a pan of snow to wash my hair.
How is it, Jethro?
Pretty good. That ain't very cold, but it's got more body than snow back home.
Let me taste it.
No, you go get your own snow.
I'll bring you some, Ellie.
Wait a minute, Granny, where are you going?
Out to get some snow to melt from my hair.
I'll do that. You better take care of Mr. Drysdale. He's laying in the parlor awful sick.
What seems to be the trouble?
Oh, sore throat, fever. He needs you bad.
Poor man, he got that from helping us. I'll need this, Jethro.
What for?
Snow ice cream is the best thing in the world for fever and sore throat. How's that, Mr. Drysdale?
Kind of chewy, but not bad. What is it?
That's snow ice cream.
Snow ice cream? You mean the kind that's falling outside?
That's right. Nice and fresh. Swallow it, Mr. Drysdale.
You must get out of there!
Wait! I'll make you some more. Just bring it in another pan. I never did see snow ice cream work so fast.
Quick,
pieces and get me to a hospital.
Just a minute, Chief. When do I start rolling in dough?
The first thing tomorrow morning.
Is that a promise?
You'll be knee-deep in the stuff. I repossessed a bakery.
Oh, that Charlie. Push! On Pierre! On King! On Doughboy! Push!
Watch it, white fang!
A blizzard sure brings out the brotherhood in man. What a sight. A royal mountie pulling a schnook.
Jethro. LMA, still looks like there's something missing.
Well, is it the pigs?
Yeah, that's it. Granny won't feel at home without them.
Well, I'll go fetch it.
Looks just like back in the hills, don't it?
Pretty close. Sure hope it takes some of the spite out of Granny.
She's been on her ear in the setting hen all day. You open your mouth and she snaps your head off.
Yeah, she gets that way about once a year. I call it the midwinter feisties.
It's a funny thing about sitting and rocking and playing on the harp and singing. It generally cheers her up.
Yeah, like the poet says, music hath charm to soothe the savage beast.
Dead, LEB, death row.
Over here by the cement pond, Granny.
We got things done just in time.
That's a fact.
So here you are. I've been looking all over the house for you. Who done that?
We all did, Granny.
Especially for you.
How come?
Because you've been sort of cranky.
Cranky? Me? I ain't never cranky.
Look, using a hump right now.
How dare you? Why, I am the sweetest, kindest, most lovable, even-tempered, love-suffering.
Don't hit him no more. I think you got him convinced you're lovable.
I sure hope she never turns mean.
She sat on the porch and rock a spell.
And play your harp.
Yeah, that generally cools your temper.
What temper?
But even Uncle Jed says you's a savage beast.
Help me, boy. We thought having the old cabin up would please you.
You're not fooling me. I know why you put the cabin up. To get me out of the house, you want to get rid of me. Why don't you just shoot me like an old horse and sell my body for glue?
Granny, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, you wouldn't make enough glue to put on a postage stamp.
Don't help me, boy.
All right. If nothing pleases you but that I cross over Jordan, so be it.
Granny, we don't want that at all.
Why'd you put my harp up here? All right. I'm on my way to Beulah Land. First, let me make my peace with the Lord. Oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, I wanna be in their number. When the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, oh, when the saints come marching in, I wanna be in their number. When the saints come marching in. Oh, shut up! My Sister Drysdale, how would you like to join me in a chorus?
How would you like me to call the police?
Well, if you know a couple that can harmonize, get them over here.
Granny, for years I've done my best to make this the most beautiful and exclusive neighborhood in Beverly Hills. And you come up with this.
Glad to help you, honey.
You're a scourge and a pestilence and an abomination.
Sister Drysdale, maybe I'm a little oversensitive, but I get a feeling that you ain't altogether pleased.
Pleased? I'm inconsolable.
Oh, good. I was worried.
Oh, I'm going to give you an ultimatum.
Well, that's real neighborly of you, but I ain't got nothing ready to give you. Here, take my turn.
That's what I think of all this debris, you loutish hillbilly.
Now I got something ready to give you. A couple of them. This and this.
Melbourne! Look at me!
Now, don't get mad, honey. But you don't look much better than you did when you left.
Melbourne, you tried. I've been brutally beaten and my hair nearly torn out of my scalp.
I've always told you those beauty shop boys hate women. I even left a little mud pack on your face.
This outrage was perpetrated by that homicidal hillbilly next door. Granny!
You mean Granny did this to you?
Yes. I went over there to complain about that squalid shack they put up. And she assaulted me.
Yeah, she sure did.
Aren't you going to call the police?
Now, not this time. But if you bother the Clampetts once more, I will.
We've got to settle this once and for all. Who is most important to you? The Clampetts with their $70 million. Or me?
You, of course.
Oh, thank you.
Ask a silly question, you get a silly answer.
Hey, the kid. Should have seen Granny whoop Miss Drysdale.
I was protecting our property. She was trespassing.
Well, maybe she come over to talk. Just wanted to get something off her chest.
She sure did. Granny was sitting on it.
What a shame to you. Rolling around wrestling with your neighbor. In the city, women folks don't do that.
Yes, they do, Uncle Jed.
Don't help me, boy.
Well, it's true. And what's more, they wrestle in front of people. They even show it on television.
Ladies? Wrestling?
Yes, sir. And tonight, the Boston Strong Girl is going to fight Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
See, Jed, even on television, city women pick on us country girls. I'm going to turn that on right now.
Hey, wait a minute, Granny. Don't come on till after supper. Hey, Granny!
You done let the fox in the hen house now. I sure hope Rebecca wins tonight.
She ain't got a chance, Uncle Jed. Well, last week, the Boston Strong Girl whooped the Bobbsey twins, Mary Poppins, and the farmer's daughter all in the same night.
Well, we better get ready for another siege of the midwinter feisties.
Sure did enjoy that possum stew, Granny.
Glad you liked it, boy. Now tune in that station where the lady wrestlers come on.
Yes, ma'am. It'll be a little while before they's on, though.
That's all right. I don't want to miss nothing. Look, they're fighting already.
He's dancing, Granny.
Oh.
You gotta help me talk her out of this, Ellie.
Sure.
Well, Granny, enemy has got your bed all ready out in the cabin.
Thank you, darling.
Thanks for fine. I put your hot toddy on the nightstand.
That's a good girl.
Oh, well, I'm ready to turn in.
Me too.
Not me.
Well, Granny's sleepy. Must be plumb past her bedtime. Must be about 7:30.
You all go on to bed. I couldn't sleep no way, worrying about Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
Don't worry about her, Granny. She'll do fine.
You want to bet?
You're helping me again, boy.
Well, they don't call that Strong Girl a beast of Boston for nothing. She's going to tear that little old country gal to pieces.
Well, I'm sure Granny won't want to watch nothing like that.
Heck, that won't bother her. She's a doctor.
I don't know what I'd do without you, Jethro, but I'm willing to give it a try.
Either go to bed or sit down and watch with us.
I'd like to watch you wrestling, Paul.
I got two helpers. Can't lick 'em, join 'em.
Come in.
You sent for me, Chief?
Oh, yes, Miss Hathaway. I want you to take these papers over for Mr. Clampett's signature.
Well, with all due respect, Chief, it is 7:30, and I don't get paid for overtime.
Well, I'd go myself, but I don't want to miss the beast of Boston.
She just opened the door for me.
Oh, that's very funny. Margaret will love that. Margaret.
Chief!
sakes, you're not going to tell her what I said.
Yeah, no more talk about overtime pay, right?
Right. Well, just who is the Beast of Boston?
Well, it's another name for the Boston Strong Girl. She's a lady wrestler.
You're kidding.
No, she's terrific. Last week, she beat the Bobbsey twins, Mary Poppins, and the farmer's daughter, all in one night.
Those are other female grapplers.
Yes, they're all good, too, but she's beat the best. Pretty Red Wing, the Apache assassin, Nancy Drew, the terrible teeny bopper, and tonight, she's fighting Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Bill Baldwin speaking to you from ringside of the beautiful International Wrestling Arena, where tonight the backbreaker from Back Bay, the Boston Strong Girl, will meet the sweetheart of the Smokies, Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm.
You hear that? Rebecca's from the Smokies. That's my country.
Maybe she's your kin.
After this fight, she'll be your next of kin.
There ain't no city woman that can walk a mountain down.
Down.
Well,
Referee Jane LaBelle is in the ring, and any moment now, our two female gladiators... Those boos and catcalls can mean only one thing. As here she comes, the Beast of Beantown, Miss Mean herself, the Boston Strong Girl.
See what I mean? Oh, isn't she beautiful? She's gonna head up my loan collection department.
Well, you can hear the reception this audience is giving the ever unpopular Boston Strong Girl. As she passes our microphone to enter the ring, we'll see if we can get a statement. Would you care to,
I guess you wouldn't.
Oh, testing. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You might edgy.
downright spiteful. Don't worry. Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm will fix her wagon.
Hey, here she comes.
Fetching little thing, ain't you?
Pretty as a picture.
What a darling. I could just squeeze her to death.
Boston Strong Girl will take care of that.
Hurt that sweet child, she'll answer to me.
Thanks a lot, fellas. Well, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps we can get a statement from Rebecca. Excuse me, Rebecca. Would you care to say a few words for our audience?
Why, yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Hello, everybody. Wish me luck.
Rebecca, I just have to ask you this question. What's a sweet little girl like you doing in the wrestling business?
Well, it's the only way I can pay off the mortgage on Donnybrook Farm.
Poor child.
My mama's sick, and my daddy's crippled, and I just gotta save the home place from that mean old banker.
What a rotten kid!
Did you hear what she said? This is all a put-on. Nobody believes it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Who ever heard of a mean banker? That's it! Kick her again! Stop her! Throw the little tattletale out of the ring! Come on, Boston!
How can you cheer for that preacher? She's mean, she's violent, she's cruel, she's sneaky and underhanded.
Yes. By George, I think I'm falling in love.
All right, you Boston beast. You hurt that little Tennessee gal one more time, and I'm going to give you both barrels.
Don't shoot the TV. She ain't in there.
Yeah, I just got done wiping off your footprints where you tried to kick her.
It's a couple of miles from here, over at the International Arena.
And Jethro says the actual wrestling match ain't even commenced yet.
Yeah, when that bell rings, old little Rebecca at Donnybrook Farm is really going to get stomped.
She hadn't better.
Jethro could be wrong.
Uncle Jed, I'm an expert. I know every wrestling hope there is.
Good. See if you can put a lip lock on yourself.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, order has finally been restored here at the International Wrestling Arena. The referee has been revived, and Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm appears to have recovered from the brutal beating she received at the hands of the Boston Strong Girl. There's the warning bell, and in just a moment, our two opponents will meet in the center of the ring, shake hands, and this match will be underway. That, of course, ladies and gentlemen, is the undefeated champion, the terror of T-Town, the Boston Strong Girl.
Here is our pretty little challenger from the Smoky Mountains, Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm, removing her only pair of shoes to protect them from possible damage. That coin purse contains all the money she has saved so far to pay off the mortgage on Donnybrook Farm. That's a picture of her mother, that she always carries into the ring for inspiration.
Sweetest little girl I ever did see. Told your mama's sister.
Get a hold of yourself.
Yeah, they's pretty near ready to go at it.
Look at that. Rebecca don't hold no grudge. Wants to shake hands with that beast.
Sham? Nobody's getting hurt, that they've probably been rehearsing for weeks.
I thought I told you to take those papers to Mr. Clampett.
It will be a pleasure. I cannot stand to watch that ridiculous farce another moment.
What on earth is going on in here?
Your husband is fascinated with the Boston strong girl.
Well, bless his heart. The Boston who?
She's a lady wrestler. Good night.
Milton, turn that thing off.
I can't, Margaret. The Boston Strong Girl is winning.
How can anyone of intelligence and breeding watch such trash?
She's beating up on this smart aleck badmouth hillbilly.
Oh, an educational program.
That's her.
Looks like a Radcliffe girl.
And now she's got Rebecca's neck caught in the ropes and they're strangling her. The referee is working furiously to try and save her. She's free. Rebecca is free. Well, wait a minute. The small girl's got the referee caught in the ropes. And Rebecca is at her mercy.
Rebecca's mom. And that old Boston beast stoked on him. Now she stole Rebecca's life savings.
She ain't gonna save old Donnybrook Farm now.
Jed, we've got to.
Where's Jed? Oh, somebody come to the front door and he went to let him in.
Jethro, come out back with me. I can't stand to look at that violent woman another minute.
Sit down, Granny. I want to see what happens.
I told you I can't stand violent women. Now, get going and I can't. Don't answer me back. Get out.
There you are, Miss Jean.
Thank you, Mr. Clampett. I'm awfully sorry to have bothered you, but Mr. Drysdale thought it was important.
No bother at all. You want to come in the parlor and watch wrestling on the television?
No, thank you. Good night.
All right.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The referee has awarded the first fall to Rebecca of Donnybrook Farm on a foul. And the Boston Strong Girl is really furious. Don't go away. This second ball is going to be a Lulu.
Where's Granny and Jethro?
Oh, Granny said she couldn't stand no more violence. So she made Jethro go out backwards.
Good, good. He'll see she gets set for the night out in the cabin. Wrestling over?
Oh, no, sir. They's going to have some more.
Oh, well, let's watch for a spell.
Granny, we'll get arrested.
No, we won't. I'm a doctor on emergency call. I gotta put splints and bandages on that Boston Strong girl.
She ain't hurt.
I ain't there yet.
Look at that, Margaret. Oh, she's got her now.
Throw her back to the hills.
I'm afraid it's all over now, ladies and gentlemen. Rebecca will never be able to climb back into the ring after that terrible... Wait a minute. Here she comes. No, it's not Rebecca. Could it be her mother?
It's Granny. It's Granny.
Come on, honey. I'll learn you to beat up on a Tennessee girl.
Sweet, kind, lovable, even-tempered, peaceful, long-suffering woman. Granny puts up a pretty good scrap.